Tonight, a stunning move by the Trump administration. The Department of Health and Human Services says it will place new restrictions on billions of dollars in federal child care funds for every state in the U.S. The sweeping decision comes amid allegations of fraud in Minnesota. Here's ABC's Jay O'Brien.
Tonight, the Trump administration abruptly announcing new restrictions on billions of dollars in child care funding for all states in response to what officials allege is widespread fraud in Minnesota.
We believe the state of Minnesota has allowed scammers and fake daycares to siphon millions of taxpayer dollars over the past decade.
The Department of Health and Human Services saying all of the more than $12 billion in child care grants distributed coast to coast by the Administration for Children and Families will now require a justification and a receipt or photo evidence before being distributed. According to HHS, nearly 20,000 children affected in Minnesota alone.
There are a lot of very scared and confused, both families and providers right now.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz accusing President Trump of politicizing the issue to defund programs that help Minnesotans. Also writing, we've spent years cracking down on fraudsters. Trump calling Walz a crooked governor. State authorities and lawmakers have investigated fraud in Minnesota daycares for years, dating back to at least 2019. But Republican leaders, including the president, now seizing on a new viral video where a self-proclaimed independent journalist claims several Minnesota daycares receiving public funding are not actually providing child care, particularly targeting the state's Somali community. But some Minnesota officials have questions about the videos.
When were the videos taken? Were they during times that the center was scheduled to be open?
None of the centers have been accused of fraud by authorities.
And with Minnesota officials saying that they take allegations of fraud seriously, that they visited the daycares mentioned in that video this week. But this video setting off a firestorm despite the fact that it focuses on an issue that's been scrutinized repeatedly in Minnesota. And now, because of it, new restrictions on child care funding across the country.
Jay O'Brien for us tonight. Thank you.